Debt is bad. I don't know how else to say it. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and I talk about frugal living, fitness, motivation, and minimalism. In this video, I'm going to be going over how I cash flowed $8,000 in 3 months for a pool fence fund. If you have something you're saving for, if you have a goal, that's great. The first thing you need to do is understand what your goal is. How much money do you need? What exactly are you trying to do? And then reverse engineer it, and then think of how, practically and realistically you can get there. For me, I am motivated by visual trackers. That keeps me on target. I see it every morning before I leave the door, and that keeps me focused. From a realistic standpoint, if you're in debt, that is taking away a lot of your get ahead time. That is taking away from your goals and your dreams. Being in debt is eating away at your future. If you're in debt, you're living in the past. Debt is bad. I don't know how else to say it. If I was in debt, I could not make all these goals happen. Your income, as Dave Ramsey says, your income is your best wealth building tool. Millionaires don't become millionaires from how many airline miles they have, okay? So just forget about it. Forget about it. The pool fence fund is part of a larger goal that I am reverse engineering to make happen. That larger goal is to get homeowners insurance that is affordable so I can keep my family's property intact long term. One of those things was to get a fence around the pool. I got estimates from a few people just to get an idea of how much money we needed. We got there, we got the $8,000, and now, when I say we, I mean myself and my mom. My mom lives in the house with me. It's a large kind of duplex house that I've mentioned before, and she helps when she can. So I want to do everything I can to make this property awesome for the next 100 years. I know I'm going on a tangent. I just don't want her to be responsible for the property anymore. I want to take it on. Then it comes down to cutting out those living expenses that you don't need, those subscription boxes, and looking at where your money is going. A lot of this is a behavior modification, because I know it's really easy to click through Amazon. I love Amazon. And I'll put things in my shopping cart, for example. Sometimes the prices go down if they're sitting in your shopping cart. And then I'll just budget for it, save it for later, move it to my cart. I do that a lot as the weeks go on. And then when payday comes, I'll see how much I'm willing to spend, what I need, what I don't need. I'll save it for later. I'm out of debt, right? And I can't just be living. I need to enjoy life too, right? But I don't take too much that puts my goals, that pushes my goals too far in the future. So it's just a balance of behavior modification, being realistic with your goals, enjoying life. Don't put life on hold. Even though COVID happened, that put a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people. Some people lost their job. Some people had to work from home, and then a lot of that included saving money or getting a better job, different job. Since I started my debt-free journey about 4 years ago now, my pay has gone up. Military get a bit of a pay increase every year, hopefully, and but my standard of living never went up. So as you're going through these goals and you're progressing through them, don't raise your standard of living. You have to live below your means. And I don't want to say that and it go in one ear and out the other, because people say that all the time for a reason. living below your means gives you more money to put at your goals. I know it might be easier said than done sometimes because you feel like you deserve some things. You just have to think of the bigger picture and put things in perspective. Some of the things I do is I keep clothes for as long as possible. When I do get new clothes, I don't always go for the most expensive thing. Just because you have the money to spend on something, like an expensive purse or clothes or car or what have you, that doesn't mean you should spend the money. Just because you can make the payments doesn't mean you can afford it. Just buy it in cash. Dave Ramsey says that all the time. The majority of my paychecks go to saving and investing, and a very small portion goes to cost of living, like internet, electricity, car insurance, that kind of thing. And you should challenge yourself to see how low you can get your living expenses, because the lower you can get your living expenses, the more money you've got to do with whatever you want, whatever your goals are. The main reason I was able to save this much money in this amount of time was because my standard of living is very low. I don't have debt, and I can control that click of a button on Amazon. It's difficult, but I don't allow myself to overspend on things. I know it's like the holiday time and you want to overspend, but really, if you're giving a gift, it really is about the gesture and not really what the gift is. I'm deployed right now. I'm deployed right now, and I can tell you, I don't care what is in the care package. Just getting something from home that my family has touched and sent me a box, that means the world to me. It's like getting a piece of home. For this particular care package, my mom sent me this really cool blanket that has my Titan on it, which is my favoriteest thing ever. But really, just even if it was an empty envelope, just something from home just really makes my day. So when you're saving for Christmas, and it's not about the gift, especially this year. It's just about a gesture. Someone is giving you something. That is what it's all about. Sorry, I got a little emotional on you guys, but that's really all I can say about saving this money for this fence fund and why. It is really about not being in debt, whatever motivates you, like visual trackers or what have you, and that behavior modification of living below your means and not buying expensive things. And even if it's a bunch of cheap things, just control your spending, get out of debt as soon as you can, and keep your goal in focus. Alright guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.